Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to dominate with Soraka top. Super easy pick and a lot of fun to play. These are the runes. You normally want to go for an invade, but they warded us out really hard. They boxed us out. You're gonna start Q, you're gonna max Q, you're gonna max W second, but you're not gonna take it until around level 5 because you just can't even use it in 1v1 situations. I'm gonna make sure Scion's not cheesing the buff. It's something Scion can do. You can take blue and Gromp. Want to make sure he doesn't do that. So yeah, we're gonna get up there. So you have two main objectives on Soraka top. One, don't die. Two, don't lose your turret. You're one of the best scaling champions in the game. So yeah, don't die and don't lose your turret. And you don't want to shove wave. So in this case, he's hard shoving, so I can throw a Q on him and the minion. If they're kind of trying to freeze, then you don't want to hit their minions with a Q. But he's obviously trying to push. So look, I'm just bashing with autos and Qs. I'm gonna hit a corruption potion. Chew this guy down. You got chewed out really hard. Gonna hit him with another auto when my area's up if possible. You will take damage from minions if you're hitting the enemy champ right near their minions. Do keep that in mind. When they go to stop the auto is usually a good time to hit them with your Q. That way they can't dodge it unless they cancel their auto attack animation, which a lot of people instinctually is just very counterintuitive. They don't really hit him with a silence and he's dead. Soraka top's a hard counter to a lot of tank matchups top lane because they don't have a lot of burst damage. The things that beat Soraka top is like Scion and no, I'm sorry, not Scion. Things that beat Soraka top is burst all inners like Renekton or Jax, especially if they go ignite. But against Scion, Maokai, Mundo, anything that's melee and kind of low damage, you can bully really hard like that. Especially Scion is a really good matchup for Soraka. You can cancel his E with, I mean his knockup with your E just instantly. I need to thin this out. And you can last hit minions with your Q, but you want to be careful with how you place it because like I said, you don't want to shove wave because you're kind of easy to gank, which is why we have barrier. Barrier is going to stop them from turret diving you very easily. It's also gonna, you can auto attack Q to help blast hit. Barrier is also gonna stop, they can't dive you, and yeah, it's just for survivability really. Hitting them with my Qs pretty much every time he steps up because he's bashing my minions, so I don't care if it hits him and his minions. Hit him with a QE. He didn't knock me up because he knew I was going to cancel it, so he didn't get off a full charge Q. Trying to farm to the best of our ability. Once again, main objective isn't to get kills. The main objective is of surviving, not losing turret, and getting CS, and not shoving wave. Those are your 3 objectives. Don't shove to survive. Try to get as much CS as possible to scale. Don't lose your turret. So now I have a minion advantage, so now I kind of need to shove. I'm going to cancel his Q the moment he starts it. He actually didn't get a chance yet. Ooh, I actually have my barrier. Going to stay on top of him. Nearly got him. Blew my flash for that. Probably wasn't worth. Hit him with my Q, which is going to heal me. Every time you land a Q, it's huge. I'm not going to get my W until level 5 because it doesn't really do anything unless you have a teammate to heal. So I'm just going to keep auto attack Qing him, especially whenever he stops to auto. Like I said, you see I'm not shoving wave. I'm being very particular about where and when I Q. Where and when you Q is important because if you're just throwing Qs right on him on top of his minion wave, you're going to be hitting the minions as well. Your Q's AoE, guys. Come on, get with it. So now I thinned that out. He had too many minions. He's trying to kill me by just kicking shit at me. So we need to watch what we're doing here. Every time he goes to hit AoE my minions, I feel comfortable enough to hit his minions. Because I don't want him to dump the wave into my turret because that's how he's going to reset it. Yeah, we need to get out of here. You lay that ward there whenever you feel like you're about to get dove. Hit him with my Q. Looks like they got dragon. Unfortunate, but we're going to have to back. This guy's out of mana. So on your first back on Soraka, there's a few items you can get. In this case, like all the time, you're going to want to really get Dark Seal. And then normally you're going to want to build into your Chalice. Your Chalice is a really big item buy for you. But yeah, the Dark Seal is really nice. It gives you a lot of health regen. It gives you AP. It gives you mana. It's super cheap. So even if you're kind of messing up early and you died or you just had to back for whatever reason, You can get your corruption potion stacks back up because every time you go to base, the dark seal is going to amplify that, etc., etc. And then obviously the chalice gives you mana, which is nice. And the Athene's Unholy Grail is super cheap, really good for when you're starting to fight more with the team. It's not so useful in 1v1s, but like I said, guys, Soraka, it's kind of like a ranged Shen. Your ultimate goal isn't to get kills in lane, it's to be a rock. You're a rock for your team to hold on to. He has too many minions, so I'm trying to thin this out. This is just way too much. Yeah, I'm going to kill those two backliners. Do you see how I only hit them? You can angle your Q. Your Q is a circle, so you can use the edges of the circle to do your bidding. You don't have to land the full girth of it. It doesn't do extra damage in the middle. It's not how that works. So, and also, the closer you are to the minions as a range champ, the easier it is to last hit them because your auto gets there faster. Q him, I'm healing up. This trade, next trade I go in for, I'm gonna use a corruption potion. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't care. I have more sustain than him because I went corruption potion and he didn't, but I do need to save my E for his Q charge. There, I didn't save it. I'm gonna use my corruption potion. Just stepped out of it. Gonna hit him with some autos, pepper him down. So I still don't have my W yet. I don't really need it. I can ult at any time here. I don't feel like I'm in danger. He has a minion advantage, so I'm going to try to get these minions low so I can drop a Q. Ah, shit, I missed the cannon. That sucks. I do still have my barrier. If you feel like you're about to get dove, then you really need to get a ward down in this bush because that's where they're going to do it. So we got our ward down. We still have our wave really safe. We're not really gankable. We have our barrier, so we're not diveable. We still don't have a point in our W. I messed up my E there. I didn't do it in time. Looks like Lee Sin. I don't know what he's doing. This Diana doesn't have a full item yet. She doesn't really have much. You want to land Q before you press W. In this case, I don't even have my W. So Lee Sin did a good job. This guy's out of mana. I hit him with the tipper E. I'm trying to give Lee Sin some damage. He's out of mana. That was really good. I'm going to hit him with a Q to slow him. Also to heal me. So basically, you don't want to point in your W because it's useless until right about now. I'm going to start to max it. So once your Q's max, then you kind of start to max your W. You don't want to max your E though. Your E's kind of useless to max. So right now, I'm going to start maxing my W. So at level 8 is when you'll get your first point in your W normally. You can also do that at level 5 if you want. So I got them all low and then bada boom. Shit, I missed the cannon, but you get the point. Oh no, that's Scion. He's coming. He's angry. Oh, Lord, he coming. He's waiting to use his Q. I'm just going to E him, though, when he does it. Yeah, he never Q'd because he knew that what I would have done. So I'm going to E him. I thought he was trying to charge it there. Yeah, he just got fucked. Oh, that was scary. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. In reality, I didn't really need ganks. I was never going to die to Scion. And sure, I was never going to kill him, so just playing it safe, and then in the team fights, we'll start to hard carry our team. So you have two options. If you're going to duel with your jungler, or if you know your jungler's going to gank you a lot, you can take your W at level 5. Or, in my case, I didn't think Lee Sin was going to keep coming back, so I took it at level 8, which is fine. And then my next point will finish maxing my Q, and then I'll max W. Obviously, take points in your ulti whenever you can. Full build, runes, items, level order, everything will be at the start of the video. If you get autofill top, or if you just want to get a cheap carry, Soraka top's pretty good for it. For those of you wondering why now, oh, this is like troll. It's because they buffed Soraka, and Soraka was already in a decent spot as a top laner, which is why she's like so decent right now. Like I said, don't pick it against something that can one-shot you like Renekton or Jax. Pick it against tank top laners or low damage top laners like Vladimir, and you'll just way outscale them and give your team really, really high easy value. Just got all of those minions. That's why Qmax is so important for trades. It heals you, it does damage, and it also lets you farm like a mofo. My ulti's up here in a second. You're kind of like a Shen because your ulti is global and instant. So you need to keep an eye on your teammates' health bars over there. If you're not keeping an eye on that, then you're a noob. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you really do need to. Gonna teach him a lesson. Every time he goes to auto me, I'll hit him with a Q, which heals me. Cancel his Q with my E. Hit him with another auto. Wow, he actually hit me with that. I'm surprised. We got him super low though. We can just hit another corruption potion. Watch this. I'll trade and then hit him with a Q. All right, he didn't want it. He knew what was gonna happen. Every time you hit him with the Q, it heals you a crazy amount. Hit him with corruption potion. He's out of mana. He's literally dead. He's a goner. He's dead with the DED, guys. Yeah, he flashed it. That's fine by me. If I can build lane prio now, that's just even better. He has, I'm pretty sure his ult's still on cooldown. It might be back up, but I'm gonna shove this in since my wave's pushing anyways. I have more minions than he does. Kill the back line. I'm gonna save my Q for the cannon. Alright, I had to auto it, but I got it, thank God. Once again, the closer you're standing to the minions, the faster your auto gets there. So the closer you are, the easier it is. Hit him with an E, cancel it, make it harder for him to CS. My Q speeds me up in hills. Gotta try to keep this guy at a distance, especially when my Q's on cooldown. I thought he was gonna step in there. Ooh, okay, Lee Sin's coming. I can play aggro. Okay, I'm gonna max W now. So he keeps stepping back every time he knows my Q's up. He'll just step back. He has no flash, and I just slowed him. He's dead. I'll hit him with a Q. It's gonna slow him. The slow on it's huge. It's, what is it? They're slowed by 30% for a second and a half. That is such a big slow, man. It's hard to appreciate what 30% is, but that's massive, massive, massive. Yeah, just staying alive, guys. Remember, the objective on Soraka is, even though you're seeing me get kills on lane, it's only because we got ganks. If you don't get ganks, realistically, unless you're playing against someone who's not very good and they don't understand just how strong you are, then you won't be getting kills on lane. You'll just be staying alive, farming, and don't shove the wave. So stay alive, farm, don't shove wave, and don't give up turret. It's really that simple. It's not a hyper carry. It's not like you're playing a 𝐒𝐿. It's winning with a bigger brain, I guess. Something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and pull off. Get a ward down. I think he might have warded that area since we were killed him there. People oftentimes lay wards where they die. So even though we were killing him right there, there's a chance he might have like dropped a ward accidentally or intentionally. But yeah, he got scraped pretty hard there. So a lot of times you can go Mobies on Soraka. Against them, they're pretty fighty. So I'm actually going to go for these, and they're cheaper anyways, the Swifties. Now I'm also going to go for Redemption. It's a really good item. Really, really strong second item choice. But the Chalice, lots of mana, lots of really good stats, cheap. And then Redemption is just insane for team fights. It does 10% of the enemy's health and true damage. It heals you and your teammates insanely high. So it's like a sandwich, dude. You just can't go wrong with it. It's really, 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 it's my favorite support item, honestly. Alright, I have my ult up. I don't know why Lee Sin didn't grab that wave. That was huge. That was like such a big wave. Like, and Lee Sin was in the area. That was so weird. That wave was more gold and experience than like all three of his camps right there. It's actually kind of safer for me to be mid lane now since Ori's not fed. Neither Sion obviously, but it's just kind of safer now. Realistically, what I wanted to do was rotate mid and then kill Ori, but that wasn't really gonna happen. Ori just chunked the shit out of me, dude. It's nuts because I have MR and she doesn't even have a full item. She's trying to kill me. Lee Sin's on his way though, so I'll kind of bait it out. Trying to hit the back line. I can double Q back line and kill him. Gonna drop my E on him. They can't use their spells. Barrier. And they're all dead. As you saw, my barrier was 300 and my ulti was... Holy shit, my ulti was over 300. So I had basically 600 extra HP there. Pretty nuts. Plus my Q was healing me because I landed it on the champ. So that wasn't even close. And Lee Sin, like, he's fed, yeah, but he only has one item and a half. Diana has a whole item, and we crushed them in 2v3 like that. It's just Soraka top, man. The base stats are really, really high. Even if you're not fed, I know I just got a kill, but realistically, I only had one kill, and I don't have perfect CS or anything. So I had one kill, and obviously, Lee Sin hasn't spent a lot of his gold, and we just crushed him 2v3. Alright, gonna finish this out. Got Dragon. Cyan really should take our top turret. And in this case, we're actually going to get into Majia's. If you're going for teleport, I wouldn't recommend Majia's. It's a lot easier for you to die unless you have someone to keep you alive on your team that you feel confident with against enemy comp. But if you feel really confident in not dying, getting Majia's is good because on 10, I should have really waited for 10 stack Dark Seal. I just feel really confident right now since my jungler's ahead. So yeah, once you have 10 stacks, it gives you a bunch of movement speed, which helps to get you around the map. And it also scales, and it's really easy for you to get stacks on Soraka with your ult, or just throwing out a max range Q, or just healing a teammate who's about to get a kill. It's a really good item. Just don't die with it. Just make sure you stay alive. Like here, I don't need to push. I can just chill in the back. If I step up, what is there to gain out of that? He's shoving it into me anyways. Doesn't really matter. Okay, well, like I said, you max W second. W is really your strongest spell in the mid-late game. Your Q's your strongest for the early game, for sure. Oh man, I missed cannon too. That was well played by him. I do have my, he just actually pulled me out of his thing. That was so troll. I mean, that was bizarre. They don't have any ults. That was so weird. I wasn't even, I was thinking about farming. I didn't even see everyone running up behind me. If I were to see them running up, I would have hit him with a Q to slow them and managed my spells a little differently. But yeah, the set ult into the, everything else was pretty rough there. Somehow we actually kind of lost that fight, which is weird because they didn't have ults. Because they just rotated really well. Looks like we just won the fight off that. MF's still bot. We're going to finish up our redemption here. I'm just going to have to manage my positioning. I'm really the only person they can kill right now. Because if they go for my teammates, I'll just heal them. And my heal's ridiculously big with the Airy and all the other items and runes that I have buffing my heals. So yeah, I just have to watch my positioning. I just lost all my mesh stacks, unfortunate. We'll just play around the Lee Sin. In the mid game, it is best to play around your most fed person. I just wish we would punish Sion for being that far up with literally no turret. It's fine though. It's all good. At least we killed Soraka. What a bunch of turds. Alright, we got Set stepping up over here. Just play around Lee Sin. I'll let him be my shield. I'll be the sword. Nice. Okay, so we got Herald. Just watch our spacing, stand a little bit behind him so we don't all get hit by Oriole. Just could like flash R, tangle us. Oh, he missed his Q. Well, he's trying to get the Raptors. Guess he's going for red buff now. Yeah, so just chill in the back. Now that I don't have a teammate in front of me, that's pretty much what you want to look for in the mid-late game. Always make sure there's someone in front of you. So since none of my teammates are over here, I kind of have to follow them or just stand back. I can't just be up there. Looks like there was a ward in that bush. I healed Syndra to try to get an assist there. Gonna EM to break his thing. Oh, I ulted to save Syndra. I should have ulted sooner to save the Nautilus though. We really didn't kill anybody there. We need the Lee Sin. He has the most gold on our team. He has 10 of our kills. He was farming. And then Nautilus forced a fight. I'm just going to help him farm that. Yeah, just stay alive. Once we get redemption, we'll be good to go. It is nice having the Swifties to help get around the map. I don't know why Lee Sin did that. He just stopped me from coming over there. Alright. Hopefully I still get an assist if he kills him. Alright, gonna take him down, get the heal on Lee Sin, and we're out of there. Looks like he's gonna go for the minions. I'm gonna try to stop him. Still heal off the Scion passive, which is nice. My Q still gives me the full heal. Got 2 mesh stacks, which is awesome. Kind of like a Janna. You're just stacking up because your W doesn't scale too bad with AP if you look at it. Your W scales an insane amount with AP. It's why it's not crazy to round off your build with the Rabadon for final item, because it buffs up your heal by like 200. It's nutty. And drop max range Q, trying to get control of that bush. Hit her with the silence. She was on that silence there for a second. Drop the ulti. I healed the wrong person there. Accidentally healed. Now I gotta get some heals in there. Oh wow. Juke the Scion. Lee Sin's popping off. Keep landing my Qs. Yeah. Who's he gonna go for? Trying to get him off my Lee Sin. Yeah, so every time you land a Q, it's actually really big. And because your heal costs you a bunch of health every time you use it. For example, right now, my heal costs me 10% of my max health and 55 mana every time I use it. But if I land my Q, it puts me in a state of rejuvenation, which is that speed up in the heal it gives me from landing Q. So I have the rejuvenation for 2.5 seconds. And while I have rejuvenation, my W, the cost of it is reduced by 95%. So it basically doesn't cost you any health if you land your Q, which is nuts. So while you're on your rejuvenation, every time you land Q, your W is essentially free. It only costs mana, which is nuts. And it gives your teammates the healing and bonus movement speed from the Q land. So you really want to land Q. It makes your W way stronger. So yeah, just make sure you're landing your Qs. We have 12 mesh stacks. We have our redemption. Once again, we're standing behind our teammates. Just playing it smart. Hit her with an E. She's fucked. I'm gonna ult Lee Sin. He didn't need the flash. He probably didn't realize that. It's all good. It's full health again. Do we even get a... Yeah, we definitely got mesh stacks out of that. I hit her with my E, but I thought it was the same amount. So yeah, just being patient. Just being patient. The team doesn't want to shove up even though we just got a kill. That's alright. Lee Sin wanted to back. It was kind of weird. Like, it's full health. We could not necessarily do Baron, but we could pressure it and get them to step up and kill them for sure. Gonna hit her with an E so she can't flash. Set soaked it, land my Q, heal not. Heal. Q, heal. Yeah, we're all full health. It's like that MF ult never happened. And we're at 20 mesh stacks now. We're pretty scary, man. Pretty scary. Alright, we got ulti. Your E is on a really long cooldown, so you want to make sure you don't just use it to do damage. It's not like... What's an example? It's not like throwing out an Italy spear. It's very important to use your E smart. It's more like an Alistar knockup than an Italy spear, even though it is really long range. So there, for example, when he knocks her, she's silent. She can't do anything. It's like when your teammates are... Drop R, save him. It's like whenever your teammates are CCing somebody or an assassin's on your teammate and they're about to flash away or finish him with like a 𝐒𝐿𝐾𝐋 Q, you drop E and then they're fucked. Because then they're silenced. They can't use any spells. Lee Sin could go on that, honestly. QE. Kill the Nautilus. Not bad. Alright, very good. And our E's up. Hit him with a Corruption Potion. Burn. I could solo this dude. I don't know what he's doing. I could literally solo him. He only has Dead Man's Plate. And I have a full stack mesh now. Because I'm a beefy unicorn. Remember, most important thing is positioning. Just make sure there's someone in front of you. I could still die really easy. If I get hit by an Oriole into MF ult, I'm dead. Like, I'll just die. The little bit of HP from Redemption isn't going to save me. Enemies are a little out of line here. I'm going to smack her with my E. She couldn't even cast her ult or shield. Heal him. Throw out a Q. Heal him again. Yeah. Just watch my positioning. Hit him with silence. Alright, yeah, that's GG, guys. And that's pretty much what Soraka top does. Once again, make sure you play it against tanks or low damage top laners. Don't pick it against Jax or Renekton. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.